Thanks to LL Bean for presenting today's storybook with limited commercial interruption.
How was your morning?
All my life, changing every day, in every possible way. In every possible way.
Maine's deep in agricultural. It's got deep roots. It has always survived on its own. I'm impressed by Maine farmers. And even though that so many farms I know are not certified organic, they practice everything they can to the best of their abilities to keep their food safe for their family as well. I've been farming 37 years. I started very young, enjoyed every day of it. I hate that people think squash are decorative. They'll come in and buy these incredible works of nature's art and put them on display until they rot on the doorstep, which I don't mind them decorating, but please bring them in, because this squash is intimidating, but all you have to do is bake it in an oven, eat what you want, and scoop the meat into a freezer bag. In January and March, you'd never even know it was frozen. I wish they'd eat them because they're such favorites. Now there are even some of these gourds are edible because they've crossed them with pumpkins and varieties of squash. That's where all these gourd varieties are coming from. All pumpkins are derived by winter squash, so they call them two separate families, but they're really not. They're still a vine crop, and they're all squash, and it even includes gourds. The plants and all of the new varieties of seeds, and they're making smaller things and more personalized squashes, so you don't have to raise a 20-pound pumpkin anymore, you know. I went with a lot of new varieties of squash, some up and coming like Cornell, Oregon State. They're trying to change things and personalize some of these squash and get them down smaller. This is a commitment. You see an old lady dragging it out, you know? Huge commitment to work a giant 20-pound squash. So the Nantucket pie was on a whaling ship from St. George's Island. Made it into Nantucket. It was just called the pie pumpkin. And that's originally what they looked like, not so much this. All pumpkins probably derived from something like this pumpkin right here. Every country in the world or every spot has some remnants of a natural squash, whether it be summer or winter. This one is Rouge de Tombe. It's nicknamed Cinderella. It's an heirloom and it is native to North America. This is Jahardale, known mostly to New Zealand. This one is Turk's Turban. It's native that they know of to Argentina. This is Delicata, native to the North Americas, given to the settlement, European settlers. They're all got heritages from somewhere, but like I said, they moved around stuff in their pockets and seeds and hundreds. I mean, they've got butternut squash dating back to 7,500 BC. They found it in caves and stuff in Utah. I like that they were an easy crop. Okay. You plant them, you feed them, and we cover them, and then you just keep the weeds off from them, and then the leaves get so big they just cover in such a massive spot that the weeds won't even grow. And then from there on out, they just take care of themselves. And then as the warm weather and as it gets cooler, the vines just drop and the whole field is exposed and you get to see everything.
That's
but
exciting.
you wouldn't get to see it for over months.
So all that hard work paid off.
Or you go, damn. I don't know what's going to happen with global warming. That's
Yeah.
a whole problem.
Yeah.
We just don't have the cool climate. We're getting warmer and warmer, like everything's getting warmer. We're going to have to start moving our times and dates as how we plant. We're probably going to go, when we're usually done end of October. I mean, with global warming, we could still be at it in December. I'm also a flower farm, fresh and dried. The most money I make on the whole farm is the flowers. Believe it or not, the flowers make more money than food. That's just wrong, isn't it? I've always been a person who believes that everybody should have flowers and they shouldn't cost more than food. And I know that the floristry industry is going to hate me because for even saying it, but it's true. Every little kid, we try to make sure we have little bunches, they're flowers, they're singular flowers. Anybody who wants a flower.
Did COVID affect you all for better or worse?
Not really. We just made sure we grew limited and we didn't know if we'd have a farmer's market, but spacing, and that worked out in the public. Wow, they really supported the market. It goes right from the field right to the public. I mean, no stop. It lands from our boxes after we wash it right within 24 hours to the public, and that's pretty exciting. My curiosity about any product that I grew just drove me to want to know about it. If you get involved with finding new ideas and new varieties, and you bring another country's varieties to here, you'll encourage the restaurants to use it. So in the end, it excites me to be able to bring new product and stuff that comes from around the world and varieties.